Okay, now discuss the revaluation account. Whenever a new partner enters into a business, we need to prepare a revaluation account to record the increased and decrease in the value of assets and liabilities. See, in case why we prepare a revaluation account, so that any profit and loss need to be distributed amongst the old partners itself, and we can record the assets and liabilities in a new balance sheet with a revised figure. Okay. So to prepare a revaluation account, we are going to debit all losses and we are going to credit all the profits. So what are the different things that results in losses? First is any decrease in asset will be debited. Individually we are going to record. Any increase in liability results in losses, that again we are going to record individually. Any unrecorded liabilities that has not been recorded so far or that was not there in the balance sheet earlier, now to be recorded, again it will come to the debit side of revaluation account. Any remuneration paid to a partner will be a liability of a firm towards a partner, that has to be debited. Any expenses paid, that again will be a debited. So all these things we are going to record towards the debit side, okay, as these results in losses. When it comes to a credit side, we are going to record any increase in asset will be credited. Individually we are going to record, say for example land building increases. Any decrease in liability will be recorded. Likewise, creditors were not likely to be charged or discount received by creditors will be towards the credit side. Any unrecorded asset that has not been recorded will be recorded towards the credit side because it results in the profit. So if you have more of the credit and less of the debit, balancing figure here, this side it will be a profit. If debits are said to be more and there is said to be credits are said to be less, that results in losses. These profits and losses need to be distributed in the old ratio to old partners only. Okay, so we are going to record in the old ratio, not in any other ratio. This is how we are going to prepare a revaluation account. Now, when it comes to a journal entry, how we are going to record the journal entry? Keep it in mind the balances of assets. We all know that if you have to show any increase in asset, that means that particular asset need to be debited. Say for example, building need to be increased. So building account debited to revaluation account. This will be the journal entry. If at all you have to show that the furniture depreciated by 10%. So if you have to depreciate a furniture, that again need to be credited, decrease in the value of asset. So we are going to record with the increase and decrease in the value, okay? We don't have to record the exact figure. Let us take an example. Say for example, you had a 10,000 of furniture and there is 10% to be depreciated in case of admission of a partner, or on the admission of partner, furniture to be depreciated by 10%. So you have to record only 10% of this thing towards your revaluation account, not 9,000, not 10,000 minus 9,000. That revised figure we are going to show in the balance sheet. So any increase and decrease in the value of assets to be recorded in the revaluation account. Okay, this is how we are going to prepare a revaluation account.